Hi everyone, this is Dave. Now if you watch my videos regularly, you'll know that I both wear and use a Fitbit Charge 2 activity tracker. Well, Fitbit very kindly sent me their very latest product, the Alta HR, and we're going to take a closer look right now. So let's start by taking a look inside the box and see what we get supplied with the Fitbit Alta HR. I'm really excited to actually test this because I wear my fitness tracker on my right wrist and I wear a traditional watch on my other wrist. And this is a little bit smaller than my current Fitbit, so very excited to see what this actually has to offer. So we've got a box within a box, and then we open this up to reveal the tracker itself up the top here. Let's just remove this and have a look. Wow, that is quite a lot smaller. If I give you a very quick comparison between the two, you can see it's roughly half the width. The thickness is about the same. The design, in fact, is very similar. So it's just that sort of thinner profile. So I'm really pleased with that. The texture's pretty much the same as well. We've got this zigzag effect on this one rather than the dimpled effect. And also it's got a black sort of buckle on here as well. Whereas on mine, the buckle is silver. So that's really nice. We'll take a closer look at this actually up and running in a short while as well. So we also get a little setup guide. If we open this up, we've got some paperwork for the Fitbit Alta HR. This tells you how to get up and running and also some safety instructions. And then we've got a little pack here, which is going to contain the charger. We just open this up and this looks very similar to the one that came with my current Fitbit, like so. So we've got USB on this end, and yeah, it is pretty much the same. It's like this almost like a peg, so it's like this spring mount here. And then if we open the Fitbit Alta HR up, you can see on the back here we have of course got the heart rate sensor, and then we've also got these little 3 contacts just here on the back of the fitness tracker, and those line up with the little contacts on the back of the charger. So this just sort of clips into place that way round, so it clips into place like so, and then if this was plugged in it would actually light up and start charging. So it's a decent charging solution. With my one, let me just take mine off my wrist, it's a little bit easier to locate because my one's got the little button on the side. So when I'm charging mine, there's a little hole in the side of the charger that helps you locate where the pins are. On this one, there's a little bit of a magnet, so there's a little bit of a pull to pull it into the location, but a little bit more difficult to locate those charging pins on this one because there's no button on the side of this. It's all done via the screen on the front. So let's get this up and running and we'll have a look at it with the display on and I'll give you my opinion. So we're jumping forwards a couple of days now, and I've had the Fitbit Alta in use and it's proving very good indeed. I want to show you both of these trackers sort of side by side. So we've got the Fitbit Alta at the bottom here, and then the one with the little push button on is the Fitbit Charge 2. Now they offer up primarily the same feature set. So the one that you choose depends whether you want a slightly larger screen and the physical button, or if you're happy with the sort of touch screen on the Fitbit Alta and a slightly more discreet tracker. If I show you these side on, you can see that they are primarily the same thickness. And then if we look at these sort of front on, you can see the difference with the Fitbit Alta on the right here and the Fitbit Charge 2 on the left. If I tap the button, you can see the current time and date, and on the Fitbit Alta you have to sort of tap. Now I prefer personally a physical button because the tapping on the screen sometimes takes a few taps to get it to wake up, but primarily you're getting the same sort of feature set. So we can tap again to get to steps, tap again to get to heart rate, tap again to get to miles, and tap again to get to calories burned, and then this is my activity, and then back round to the time. We've also got the choice of different watch faces, and you can have them either vertical or horizontal. Now, the little bar that you see at the bottom on here is your activity throughout the day, and the idea is you're going to try and fill that bar up. Now, with the Fitbit Charge 2, you have got a few more features you can actually push through to go into exercise, also stopwatch, a relaxing sort of breathing exercise, and then we've also got the alarm there as well, notifications, and the battery level meter. So a little bit different setup on the Charge 2, but the Fitbit Alta HR is much thinner and much more discreet when you're wearing it. So this is what the Fitbit Alta HR looks like on the wrist. We have got this sort of tilt to wake feature, so you don't have to tap it every time. If you lift your wrist up to the perfect angle, it's a little bit difficult to do whilst I'm on camera, but it does wake up the display. This particular one is the large version, and I've got 17.3 centimetre wrists, and you can see here I'm on the third smallest hole. So do bear that in mind. If you're in between sizes, there is a sort of size checker on the Fitbit website, so you can get the perfect fit for you. But if you're in between what they're suggesting, then size up rather than sort of size down. Now, this does track steps, exercise. It also tracks your sleep, and it also does give you notifications. So it gives you similar notifications, albeit on a smaller screen, in comparison to the Fitbit Charge 2. So both of these fitness trackers work within the same app, and the Fitbit app has evolved over the last few years, and it is just one of the best fitness trackers in my opinion. Here you can see I've got both of my trackers here. I can switch between the two, so if I wanted to own two trackers, I could leave one charging, pick the other one up, and it will continue to track my activity throughout the day. If we tap into one of them, this gives you details about the tracker that you're looking at. So things like the clock face, the wrist you're wearing it on, silent alarms, notifications, reminders to move, etc. And you can set your goal as well for the tracker. So we can tap into each of these. I can go into the Charge 2, and it's a very similar sort of layout there. It also warns you or gives you a notification if there is an update for your tracker as well. If we go into me up the top here, this gives you details about my personal stats, badges and trophies, and also any friends that I've added through the app as well. So this is all of the badges that I've been awarded whilst I've been using the trackers from Fitbit. So this is really nicely laid out. We can also go into our main dashboard, and this is where you're going to see your activity. So if we go sort of back one day, you can see previous day's activities as well, and it gives you the total number of steps, floors climbed, miles, calories, minutes of activity. And then we've also got sleep tracking here, weekly exercise, steps per hour. So this is if you get 250 or more steps per hour, it will show in here. And this is the current heart rate as well. So it sort of gives you a resting heart rate check for your activity throughout the day. So it's really good. You've also got sort of weight and liquid consumed, and also calories that you've taken in, so what you've eaten. The weight actually can synchronise with the Fitbit Araya, which is their scales, their smart scales. The water or fluid that you drink throughout the day and the food, you have to manually input that into the app. So it's really nicely laid out, and you can actually tap on these as well, and it sort of drills down and gives you more details about the particular thing you've tapped on. So for example, in here, this will actually tell you about your sleep-wake cycle. They've just made some changes to this, so thus there was a little tour there for me to look at. You can do the same with everything. You can even tap on your heart rate as well, and it shows you where your heart rate has been throughout the day. So that's really good, very, very good information. We've also got access to challenges, guidance, friends and account settings. So that's what the app looks like, but back to the actual fitness tracker. And what do I think of the Fitbit Alta HR? Well, when Fitbit originally launched the Alta, which didn't have the heart rate sensor, I really liked the look of it. But I'd grown sort of used to having the heart rate sensor on my Charge 2, so I didn't get one in. And when Fitbit gave me the opportunity to take a look at this, I really jumped at it. I love the fact that it's thinner. I love the fact it's more discreet. It's very lightweight. It gives me pretty much all the same features as the Fitbit Charge 2, but in a much smaller package. This is the Fitbit Alta HR, and I highly recommend it. It is very, very good. The battery life's good in it as well. If it's anything like my Fitbit Charge 2, I'll end up charging it once a week. And I just think it's great that you've got access to statistics about all of your activity, your sleep pattern, heart rate, etc. in this really awesome application. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I publish a new tech video pretty much every single day. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in another video very soon.